All right, thank you, boys and girls, for getting your bags of books out nice and quietly. You're doing an excellent job today. So, we are going to discuss our must-dos for our Daily 5 today. Today with Daily 5, we are going to do our regular word work. So you know you have your options over at that station. For our writing station, we are going to be comparing and contrasting characters today. So that's something that we're going to get a chance to explore on a deeper level. One of the things, boys and girls, that we have to remember when we go on to our next step of partner read is how we sit. Who can raise their hand and tell me how we read with our partner? Alian? Knee to knee. Good, that's one way. Keegan? What else? Nice and loud so we can hear you? Oh, we're having a brain freeze for a moment. All right, who can help us out? Jeremiah?
Elbow, elbow, knee, knee.
Elbow to elbow, knee to knee, and how should our books be? You want to remember now? In our hand, and we're reading the same book as the person next to us. Thank you, good job. The next is read to self. How do we read to ourselves? We're going to be all loud, saying the words out loud. How do we read, Nick? Quietly to ourselves. We're going to find a quiet spot around the room. Very good. And then we have listen. Listen to the story. So today we have the Wednesday Surprise, a story that we started and read yesterday. And that's actually the story and characters we're going to compare and contrast. When we're doing a compare and contrast, boys and girls, what type of chart or graph do we use? All right, who can tell us how we design our graph? Jeremiah?
We make 2 circles.
We do our characters in our 2 circles. Very good. Now what goes here in the middle? Skylar?
Same.
The same. So we're going to use descriptive words that are the same for our characters. So at the writing station, you are going to get to do this for a book of your choice. That's in your bag. You're going to read to a first chapter, the couple pages, and get to know a character. And then you're going to get to make a compare and contrast. So what goes on both sides? What are we going to put in each circle? Olivia? What are we going to label on the bottom? Grandma and Anna. And those are the characters from our story, The Wednesday Surprise. All right, let's zoom out here. All right, eyes up here. Now, one of the things the author did was include a lot of detail. And boys and girls, the detail that the author uses helps us create an image in our mind of what the author's trying to say. So because of the descriptive words the author used, we're able to paint a picture in our head of what these characters look like, how they talk, how they sound, and how they act with other characters. What are some descriptive words we can use about Grandma? What are some words that really describe Grandma? Keegan? She's old. Very good. She's an older lady. What else describes Grandma? Some words about her. Cabria? She loves to take care of her family. Good. She's very loving. That's a good describing word. Loving. You also said she's caring. Good. Now, because of these details the author gave us, these characters are starting to come to life. What about Anna now? I know some of these details, like loving and caring, could be the same for Anna. She is also loving and caring. How do we know this? Eliane? We read the book, we read the details. How do we know that Anna's also a nice person? What's she helping Grandma do? She's helping to read. She's a helper. She likes to read. What is Anna's age? What type of words did the author use to help us know about Anna and how old she is? Tony? She's 8. So we have the exact number. And what else? What's another word he uses? Young. Very good. Youthful was a descriptive word. That means the same. So this was a wow word. What else do they like to do together that's the same? What are some things that they both like to eat or they both like to do? Yes?
They like to eat hot dogs.
Hot dogs. They like to eat hot dogs. That's something special they do. What else do they like to do together? Oh, it's very important to our story. Very important. Nicholas, what do they like to do? Read. Very good. So boys and girls, we have now completed our compare and contrast chart, and we can see in detail the differences between Grandma and Anna. And we can see there's not many differences between them except their age. So what you're going to do at your writing station is you're going to pick characters from your stories that are in your books. Take time, read your story, and then you're going to start one of these. I want you to think of all the wow words that you can think of, because when you come to group with me, we're going to use wow words to create our own characters, and we're going to start our own stories. We're going to be doing fiction writing today. Raise your hand if you can tell me, what is fiction writing? Natalie? What's a type of fiction? Something that could be real but has elements of make-believe. Very good. So we're going to talk more about that. What I want you right now to do is take your bag of books, your lists that are inside your bags of must-dos and can-dos, and quietly go to your stations. Boys and girls, quickly find your stations. All right, here at the writing station, we have group 1 with their leveled bags, their list of must-do, can-dos. Over here we have word work. Listen to books. All right, let's get those headphones on. Start going. Over here we have Raz Kids, incorporating technology. And last but not least, Miss H's group. Let's come sit. I need Olivia, Natalie, Keegan. All right, boys and girls, let's get a chair, pull it on up. All right, this group, we left off reading Junie B. Jones last time on chapter 2. All right, turn to chapter 2. All right, now I want you to think about 2 characters that are in the story that really stuck out in your mind from chapter 1 and chapter 2. All right, let's start with you, Keegan. Junie B. Jones, what's a characteristic about her? She has some tendencies that are different than what normal people do, right? Very good. What else? Who's another character that you can remember from the book? There's the mom. Very good. Who else is another character? Mom, Dad, and the sister. Very good. Now what I want you to do here is I want you to continue reading in chapter 2. Continue reading to chapter 3. And then we're going to start our story map. And then we're going to get to create our own language.